Loaded field again for the boys, brought to you by the Great American Cross Country Festival. Check out nationalscholastic.org for information. Plainsboro wearing hip 1 with the Rosa twins, second and third in the 2 mile. Loyola, U.S. leader, first in the 4 by mile earlier today, anchored by U.S. number 2 in the mile, number 3 in the mile, Elias Gedgen. Croy with 27 state titles in cross country for the long green line, hip 3. Daniel Hand, All-Americans in the 4 by mile, hip 4. Gales of Ohio, hip 5. St. Benedict's Prep of New Jersey, U.S. number 5, anchored by 5K champ Edward Cheserek is wearing hip 6. Livingston of New Jersey, hip 7. Jack Lopes of Michigan, All-Americans in the 4 by mile, 4 by 800 state champs, hip 8. Chalfont Warrington of Pennsylvania, hip 9. Chaminade of New York, hip 10. The New Balance Indoor National DMR champs, Warwick of New York, hip 11. U.S. number 6, Ridgewood of New Jersey, hip 12. Shaker, 4 by 800 All-Americans, hip 13. St. John the Baptist, hip 14. And Wachusett, 4 by 8 All-Americans as well, hip number 15. It's Jim Rosa leading the way for Plainsboro, out in front. Warwick, the indoor national champions at this race, running in second. Plainsboro, Warwick of New York, Ridgewood, 1, 2, 3, 2 flat .5 for the first 800 on this 1,200-meter leg. Daniel Paez challenging for and taking the lead. Jim Rosa responding, and they are pulling away from the pack as the two of them duke it out front. Warwick and Plainsboro, Jim Rosa. Third in the 2 mile, he'll have the lead as he hands off. Jim Rosa, 3:01.44, smoking fast. Daniel Paez, 3:01.84. Great start to this relay. Daniel Hand, Connecticut in third. Ridgewood in fourth, both in the 3:03s. Chris Banks of Plainsboro, Kevin Grosso of Warwick. Banks of Plainsboro takes the lead. Plainsboro still holders of the indoor national distance medley record from 2 years ago. Chris Banks of Plainsboro getting them the lead with a 49 flat. National record, an incredible 9:49.78 by Alan Webb in South Lakes of Reston, Virginia. Run at this meet. Takes 9:56 to make it into the all-time meet top 5. Plainsboro is pouring it on. Pat O'Connell. Well out in front. Warwick in second. Ridgewood in third. Juan Yinas of Ridgewood. Ray Farinella of Warwick. both chasing Pat O'Connell of Plainsboro, well out in front, challenging record pace. Loyola at the last exchange, 4 seconds down. They've got a big gun on the anchor, Elias Gedgen. Edward Cheserek, St. Benedict's, looking like he's going to receive right before Gedgen and Loyola. Wachusett, Alex Jagelski, a 151 leg. He ran 151 last night. He ran 152.31 here. That puts Plainsboro in the chasing position. Ridgewood in third, Warwick in fourth. Less than 2 seconds separate the first 4 teams. Cheserek, 3 seconds down when he gets the baton. Cheserek up to third. From 6th to third. Gedgen and Loyola, a full 9.5 seconds down. Joe Rosa, last year's 2-mile winner. This year's 2-mile runner-up. Edward Cheserek, 5K champion this year. Both from New Jersey, no strangers on the track. Tim Lutine of Warwick now moved up into third. Lutine anchored his team to the Indoor National Championship. He has the 2K steeple state record for the state of New York. Jeremy Benny, Wachusett, running right with Lutine. Elias Gedgen of Loyola, making up ground steadily. He's now in 7th. St. Benedict's and Plainsboro. Warwick and Wachusett, our top 2 pairs. Tim Lutine slowly trying to bridge the gap. These guys are going at it. Cheserek and Rosa. Gedgen now catching up to the pack for 6th and 5th. 2 flat point 6 for Gedgen, running very easy. Jackalopes and Jake Major on the move as well. Cheserek and Rosa battling. But strong enough to keep the gap over Lutine and maybe extend it a bit on this lap. Gedgen to 5th for Loyola. Wachusett in 4th. Indoor National Champs Warwick in 3rd. Cheserek and Rosa. Anything under 66 will get him in the all-time top 5 in the meet record, in the meet history. They'd have to go under 60 for a meet record. Tall order, Joe Rosa, Edward Cheserek, Tim Lutine in 3rd. Three teams running for 4th as Cheserek takes the lead. Cheserek on fire. He might be able to throw down that 59-second last lap to get the national record. Look at the race for 3rd as Gedgen has, or 4th, as Gedgen has moved up to 4th. Edward Cheserek continuing to turn over. Under 950, 654. We'll get into the meet all-time top 5. (9:51.97) St. Benedict's. 4:02.30 for Cheserek. 407.44 for Rosa. Number 3 all-time in U.S. history. Warwick for 3rd. Gedgen bringing Loyola up for 4th. Wachusett 5th and Ridgewood 6th. 10:06 to make the medal stand. Number 3 and number 4 all-time for St. Benedict's and Plainsboro. And the top 3 times in the nation this year. What a race. Edward Cheserek, 4:02.30 for the win.